Hi, good day everyone. I am Leila Leslie Quiñones from BSE Math 2A. So the purpose of this video is a review for the upcoming SAT examination. And the focus of this video is the vocabulary, which is also one of the part of upcoming examination 2024. So before we proceed to our review, we will have a short discussion about the vocabulary, which is the parts of speech. So in parts of speech, we will going to discuss its different parts. And as we all know, na-discuss na rin to sa atin before when we are in high school in our English subject. So this will be served as a short recap on para maalala natin what are the parts of speech which will help us to improve our knowledge as well as our skills in writing an essay and on how to choose right words in creating a sentences or an essay. Okay, let's now proceed. The first one is noun. When we say noun, it is a word that names something such as a person, place, thing, or idea. For example is princess is dancing. So the noun there is the word princess, which is siya yung nagpe-play ng role, which role ng isang act, which is dancing. And then some examples are China is my favorite town. So the noun there is the word China kasi yung noun siya yung ito yung name ng isang bagay or tao or place na tinutukoy sa isang sentences. And then next, let's have a pronoun. And in pronoun, it is a word or a phrases you substitute for nouns when your reader or listener already knows which noun you're referring to. So, some example of pronoun is she, he, her, us, we, so we, and so on and so forth. So, just like for our example in number 1, princess is dancing, we can substitute the she in the word princess, which our essay can be she is dancing. And for that substitution, yung she, siya yung nagpe-play ng role ni princess sa isang sentence. Nagigets po ba? Okay, next, let's proceed to adjective. And next, let's have the adjective. When we say adjective, it is a word that modifies or nagde-describe sa noun or pronoun natin sa isang sentences. For example, happy, sad, gentle, healthy, and so on and so forth. So, in example in essay, let's have an example sa first natin. For example is princess is happy. So, the adjective there na nagsusupport or nagde-describe kay princess is yung happy, which yun yung happy yun yung ating adjective, which is happy, dinidescribe niya na yung happy is si princess. And for example, and next example is she likes dancing. So yung adjective doon is yung like, and then tapos yung pronoun nga natin is yung she. So dinidescribe ng adjective natin na si princess daw or she is like niya or gusto niyang sumayaw talaga. And for our fourth one, which is the verb, when we say verb, it is a word na nagde-describe sa isang action. Just like for our example in first part, princess likes dancing. So the verb there is dancing, which is yun yung action na ginagawa ng noun natin, which is si princess. And yung adjective naman doon is yung likes, gaya na sabi ko kanina, yung adjective siya yung nagsusupport sa pronoun and also noun na meron tayo sa isang sentence. And then there's other examples such as singing, dancing, walking, and talking, and so on and so forth, na actions na nag-exist or na ginagamit natin in creating a sentence or an essay. And for our verb, there are also different parts of verb tenses in English. The first one is simple verb tenses, where we use to express an action that occurs in the past, present, and future. So, ang example natin dyan is for the present is I go, for the past is I went, and also for the future is I will go. And for our progress verb tenses, ginagamit It is used to express an action that is ongoing or incomplete pa lang po. And for example is I am going for the present, I was going, and I will be going. And for our perfect verb tenses, ginagamit to tong word na to para i-express yung mga bagay na tapos na sa past natin. For example is I have gone, and for the past is I have done, I have gone, and for our future is I will have go. And then the last is perfect progressive verb tenses. It is used to express an action that has been ongoing in the past, and also ongoing in our future, and also ongoing on our present. Like for example, I have been going, I had been going, and also I will have been going. And next is in verb tenses, progressive verb tenses. So, ito yung words na dapat natin gamitin when kapag singular lang or plural yung words na gagamitin natin sa isang sentence. When we say, for example, singular lang, we will use the word was. And for the plural, we will use the word were. And next is perfect verb tenses or perfect progressive verb tenses. Kapag ginamit natin yung has, we will use a pronoun which is she, he, it, everyone, everybody's, or singular nouns. And kapag naman have, we will use I, you, we, they, which is, this is examples of a plural noun. And then kapag had, which is tapos na, it is an any subject with the verbs in the past tense po. And then next, let's have the adverbs. And in adverbs, it is a word that modifies o nagdi-describe sa verb, and also sa adjective and another adverb, or even a whole sentences. For example nga natin kanina, princess likes to sing. And para malagyan natin ng adverbs, we can use loudly. Princess sings loudly, where yung adverb doon is yung loudly, kasi nga yung adverb, it is usually nag-end sa word na ly, which is li. And beautifully, perfectly, loudly, unfortunately, and so on and so forth, na nagde-describe o nagmamodifies not only in a verb, which is a princess, but also in adjective, which is the sing. And then princess sing loudly. So yung inaano natin na loudly, malakas yung sing ni princess, which is yung adjective natin, and our verb, which is si princess, which is ang tinutukoy doon na malakas kumanta, malakas kumanta is yung ating verb na si princess. So here are the example of the use of adverbs in a sentence: in frequency, the use of manner, the use of place, and the use of time and degree and conjunction of the adverbs in the sentence. So, if mapapansin po natin sa examples sa ating chart, mostly po sa adverbs, yung mga word is nag-end sa li, or beside po sa place, and also sa conjunctive po. The purpose, always remember, the purpose of our adjective is to describe our verb and noun, and also the adjective that we have in our sentences. And next, we will have the preposition. And for our preposition, it is a word or a group of words that is used before a noun or a pronoun, and it shows the directions, the location, time, and place in a sentences. So, some example of prepositions are the word like the word likes, in, at, on, or to. So, in sentence, the example is princess likes to dance, or princess likes to sing. The word to is an example of preposition which describes our pronoun, noun, and also our adverb. And some examples is I put your wallet on the table. The word on is an example of preposition that describes the noun and the pronoun that is used in the sentence. And then next, let's have and for the preposition of time, the word in is being used for writing for a words morning, parts of days, which is the morning, afternoon, and the evening, and also for the months, which is April, May, June, July, and so on and so forth. And some examples in is my birthday is in no, some example is I will go to school in the morning. So the word in is the preposition of time as parts of days. And then the word on is being used in holidays with a word day, which is Labor Day, Christmas Day. And then the word at is also at is also being used in the holidays but without the word day, like Easter, New Year's, and for the time, noon, midnight, 6, such as 6 o'clock, 10 a.m., and so on and so forth. And for the preposition of place, the words in is used for the neighborhood, such as Chinatown, and for the cities, Washington, and for the countries, the United States, the China, Korea, and so on and so forth. And the word on is used for the streets, avenue, and islands. And for at, this is used for addresses or specific or exact location of the place. And next we have, so are the examples of the use of the in, on, and at in a sentences. And next, let's proceed to the conjunction. So for the conjunction, it is an inflected linguistic form that joins together sentences such as clauses, phrases, or words. For example is and, or, so, since, for, because, as, but, and so on and so forth. And next we have, lastly is articles. It is a word that identify a noun as a being specific or unspecific. So those are the different parts of speech that we can use enable for us to choose the right words and use right words in order for us to create sentences in an essay. So let's proceed to our quiz. And yeah, I would like to ask everyone to bring out a piece of paper and let's have a short quiz. And for the short quiz, our format is you need to write your name, for example your last name, and also your answer in each questions. For our number 1, he fired his assistant for accessing his files without his blank. So the right answer here is the word consent. So why consent, which is B? Why consent? The first choices is consensus, which can't be the answer kasi yung consensus, ang dinidescribe nito is yung general approval or general agreement na meron sila. So hindi siya right answer, as well as the content. And hindi rin siya concede. Why hindi siya concede? Kasi yung concede, inaano nito yung validity or yung truthness ng isang bagay. And then, nandyan yung word na without. So, the consent is the approval ng isang tao, which is, isang tao lang naman yung tinutukoy niya, which is, he fired his assistant for accessing his files without his consent. So, the right word for this number is consent. For our number 2, she wasn't feeling well, so she was blank to go to the evening party. So what do you think is the correct answer for number 2? So for number 2, the correct answer is reluctant. Why reluctant? When we say reluctant, it is a word where the person is unwillingly or wala siya sa sumama, wala yung willingness na sumama. And then bakit wala yung willingness na sumama? Because she wasn't feeling well. Hindi din siya reliant, kasi when we say reliant, it is someone or it is depend on someone. So yung person na yun, nakadepende siya sa someone, which is hindi naman siya relate sa question. And hindi rin siya B, which is relinquished. When we say relinquished, it is retreatment or yung pag-back out ng isang tao. And then hindi naman siya nag-back out. Hindi lang siya sumama kasi nga there is a reason. And then resistance, hindi rin siya resistance kasi when we say resist, tinanggihan niya. Hindi naman din niya tinanggihan kasi nga may reason lang din siya. So, reluctant is the best answer for number 2, which is hindi siya willing na sumama due to his personal feeling, due to his feeling that due to his unwell feeling. And then next for number 3. For number 3, the decision will have unblank to the entire nation. So the correct answer there is the word impact. Why impact? Because there is merong word na have an. So definite, so which means merong outcome. Merong outcome yung decision na sinasabi. Kasi pag sinabi nating outcome, nag-aano to, which is yun yung impact ng decision na ginawa, ng decision na meron na gagawin sa isang nation. So the impact is the correct answer for the question number 3. For the sentence number 3. For number 4, he was born blank the 19th century. So the correct answer here is the word in. Just like what I've discussed earlier for the preposition of time, we will use the word in a sentence when it describes or it kapag tinutukoy niya yung year or yung sa time tinutukoy niya yung year or century ng isang sentence. So he was born in the 19th century. So in is the correct answer at this in sentence number 4. For number 5, is Peter's office blank the first or the second floor? So the correct answer here is the word on, which is the letter D. Why on? Because just in preposition of time, we will use the words on in describing a sentence po. So, in describing a surface. So, the word second floor and the first floor is part of a surface. Kaya kailangan natin, kaya ang word or the correct word that we will use is on, since yung tinatanong niya is yung surface, which is the first or the second floor, yung kung saan yung office ni Peter. Nagigets po. For number 6, Takashi's job with the government is blank. He'll probably work there until he retires. So, for the number 6, the correct answer is stable. Why stable? Kasi Takashi jobs with the government is stable. He'll probably work there until he retires. So, kapag loyal, we will not use the word loyal kasi nga hindi naman porket loyal siya sa trabaho niya, magi-stay na siya doon sa, hindi naman sinabing loyal siya sa trabaho niya, magi-stay na siya doon sa work na yon hanggang sa ma-retire siya. So pwedeng loyal siya pero hindi yung work na yun hindi stable sa kanya, hindi rin efficient, and also hindi limited since sinabi sa dulo na he will work there until he retires. So it is not limited. So stable is the right word since he says that he'll probably work there until he retires kasi nga stable siya sa work na meron po siya sa government. And then next for number 7. For number 7, since he had no siblings, Jason was stuck with the blank of caring of his aging parents. So what do you think the correct answer for 7? So, the correct answer in 7 is letter A, which is burden. And since he had no siblings, Jason was stuck with the burden of caring of his aging parents. Kaya po siya naging burden kasi si Jason lang yung nag-aalaga sa parents niya hanggang sa tumanda. Hindi rin siya inheritance kasi hindi naman po inherited kay Jason na alagaan yung parents niya kasi since he has no other choice but to take care of his parent kasi siya lang po yung nag-iisang meron yung parents niya. Hindi rin po siya essence kasi hindi nga po nature or inherit din po kay Jason ngayon yung pag-aalaga sa parents niya. And also hindi rin po siya publication kasi hindi siya pangkalahatan. Hindi po pangkalahatan na dapat yung, especially sa lahat ng walang kapatid, hindi po pangkalahatan yung na dapat yung anak lang mismo na yun yung mag-aalaga sa tumatandang magulang nila. And then next for the number 8. For number 8, George loves talking about his accomplishments. Yesterday, he blanked that he could speak 4 languages fluently. And for the number 8, the correct answer is letter B. So why letter B? So whispered, when we say whispered is sinabi niya lang or binulong niya or sinabi niya in a nice way. So yesterday he whispered that he could speak 4 languages fluently. It is also not denied kasi nga from nasa first sentence siya yung word na love, which is gustong-gusto niya pag-usapan yung pagiging fluent niya sa 4 different language. And di rin siya boasted kasi when we say boasted, yun yung pagsasabi ng parang sobrang sobrang taas, parang ganun yung tingin mo sa sarili mo. So the correct word for the number 8 is the word whispered. So next is number 9. For 9, I'm tired. I blank for 3 hours. So for number 9, the correct answer here is the letter B, which is have been studying. So I'm tired. I have been studying for 3 hours. So as what I discussed earlier, nandyan yung word sa adverb, verb tenses which he used the ongoing past tense, which is have been studying. Ibig sabihin, ay na dinidiscuss niya yung past tense na ongoing before, which is yung have been studying, which is nag-aaral siya for almost or for 3 hours. Naintindihan ko. Next, for number 10. Lastly, number 10. I heard a blank outside, so I went to the window. I saw 4 men in the street arguing. So for number 10, the correct answer is the word C, the letter C, which is the word commotion. So I heard a commotion outside, so I went to the window. I saw 4 men in the street arguing. So the word commotion, is a word or a noise na nakakaistorbo or nagdi-distract sa isang tao. So I heard a commotion kasi nagkaroon siya ng distraction nung may narinig siya. That is why he went to the window. And then he saw the 4 men na in the street na nag-aaway. So hindi siya coincidence since siya mismo yung nag-insist na pumunta sa window para tingnan kung saan galing yung noise na yan. Hindi rin siya burial and also ritual, since when we say ritual, ito yung ginagawa or yung mga bagay na rituals or mga how can I say this? Basta yung mga ritual na word na para sa mga dead body or what. And then the correct answer is commotion. When we say commotion, kasi nga yun yung noise or noise na nagdi-distract, something that distract you. So that is for the number 10. So that's all for the short discussion about the vocabulary. I hope you learned something. Once again, I am Leila Quinones from BSE Math 2A, and I hope you will learn something and try to practice more and also take some quizzes about the vocabulary so that you can be able to boost your knowledge as well as to improve your vocabulary learning. So that's all. Thank you for listening.